Alright, hello, I am Simulator Deck and welcome back. We are going back to school as we are going to learn how to drive the 1972 Mark II tube stock on London Underground. It's been quite some time, so let's have a look at the Bakerloo line first of all and get reacquainted with that. It's a spectacular line.
Welcome to Train Sim World 2, an immersive and highly detailed rail simulation featuring authentic routes and trains from around the world. You've just been awarded some action points. These are displayed in the top right corner of the screen and count towards your overall experience. It is necessary to be fully observant of the surrounding world. Practice by looking up, down, left and right.
Oh, was that long ago? That I'd forgotten all this. It was Train Sim World 2000, Train Sim World 2 that this was introduced, and now we're just at the start of Train Sim World
Besides
5.
operating trains, there are lots of requirements to navigate on foot. Try moving around now.
This is Train Sim World 2. Now where are we going? Follow the markers to the northbound platform. Oh, it's not that way. Hello, underground train and driver. So we're going to go to the northbound platform.
This is one of many interactives to be discovered, but not all of them will be as easy to find as this one.
Oh, I don't miss that at all. Follow the markers to the northbound platform. Wait for train, the next, there it is.
Please keep personal belongings with you at all
Enter
times.
the lead carriage.
Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security services.
Find an available seat. This will do.
You can pause the experience at any point and review previous and current objectives. Check it out now, then return to the game when ready.
Follow the marker to the staff car.
A lot of time will be spent operating trains, so when ready, sit in the driver's seat.
Hello mate, how you doing? Alright? Press the audible warning reset button.
A heads-up display has appeared on the right side of the screen. This is a guide to what the train is doing. This is the speed display. The white needle shows current speed. The red marker indicates the maximum permitted speed.
Okay.
This is the direction display. An arrow will indicate forward, reverse and neutral directions.
Okay.
This is the power display. a number will indicate what position the power control is in. These are brake indicators. They show the state of various brake systems, allowing independent management of them.
But what they're forgetting now is that everything has changed.
In the top right are the signal and speed limit displays. These feature an indication of what is approaching and countdown distance to when they will come into effect. Some of these displays can be hidden via the settings menu for a more challenging experience.
We are really going back in time, aren't we?
This train is ready to go. Push the indicated handle all the way forward to get moving. The Bakerloo line runs for just 15 miles, but along that length it connects the suburbs of Harrow, the affluent districts of Maida Vale and Marylebone, and famous places such as Baker Street, Oxford Street and Piccadilly Circus. The trains that operate are the oldest on the network, taking their name from the year they were introduced, 1972 tube stock. They feature 7 carriages in 4+3 configuration. Congratulations! This is just the beginning of your experience. There is much more to be explored. Welcome to the London Underground. Join the ranks to keep millions of annual passengers moving between the suburbs and world-famous locations throughout central London. Take to the controls of the oldest tube trains on the network and convey commuters from residential to commercial districts across the city. Along the way, don't forget to place route maps, repair platform monitors, put up posters and restock newspaper dispensers. This is the Bakerloo line.
And indeed, this is the Bakerloo line. And now we're going to refresh ourselves on how to drive it. Because it has been a while.
Welcome to your first day on the Bakerloo line of the London Underground. Here you will be taken through a brief introduction on operating the 1972 tube stock that operate on this line. During this session, you'll be taken through the startup procedure, critical driving controls, and passenger operations at several stations. Head over to the indicated train and climb aboard to get started.
Alright.
Take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Sit in the driver's seat. But before I do that, I want to check out these. Oh, remember this indicator. So you can change it to different things. The Orphan and Castle. So if you go outside, oh, it's probably disabled. Queen's Park. Waterloo. Piccadilly Circus. Paddington. Lambeth North. Wilston Junction. Wembley Central. Not in service. Alright. Sit in the driver's seat. That's what we were doing.
The control switch activates the train for operation.
Alright. Control key. Control switch to on.
The direction selector determines the direction of travel.
Insert. Select the direction selector to enter.
This train features a combined power brake handle. Set this as indicated to begin the startup procedure.
Emergency.
Set the brake as indicated.
Off to. Off and release. Press the audible warning reset button. Gets rid of that noise. Sweet. Set the traction brake control to Rio 1 hold.
Train is now ready to depart. Set the direction selector and apply power to begin moving.
Forward. Shunt.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce component stress and maintenance requirements. Apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable and safe stop.
Alright.
Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe before unlocking the doors.
Loading passengers. Now I think we're going to Elephant and Castle.
It's time to get going. Set the doors to locked.
Right, back in the seat. Set the doors to locked.
Train is now ready to depart. Set the direction selector and apply power to begin moving. The next station on the line is Kilburn Park, where we will perform a passenger stop.
So we're going downhill. Board. Hello, old mate. We're about to go into the underground. Now, I remember when this first came out.
Apply a small amount of brake force to achieve a comfortable and safe stop.
And a lot of people complain, and it's like, oh, we can't see anything when we're driving a train between stations in the tunnel section of the underground. Like, no kidding. That's how it's really like. Hello? Probably not quick enough.
Take a quick glance of the platform to ensure all is safe.
just doing that for my own amusement.
Proceed to the next stop at Maida Vale unguided this time and see how you get on.
Alright. Here's Maida Vale. Brakes off. Brakes on. Brakes off a little bit. Brakes off. That's good.
Good work. That concludes all of the basics of operating this train.
Alright. Alright, we did it. Now, let's go back and we'll select a task, and this time I'm trying it. I've tried it before, but we had some operational issues and some technical problems. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to pick a train. We'll go into a timetable, tube stock. And we're going to pick one from Harrow and Wildstein this time to Elephant and Castle. So we're going to go in reverse. We're going to start in the above ground section first. If you see a yellow signal, start to slow down. The next signal is likely to be red, and you must stop before it. Alright, we're in the yard. Wait for a moment. Okay. So in the meantime, I can go ahead because we are going to Elephant and Castle. We can have a look outside. We should be able to have a look outside. Why can't I have a look outside? Here we go. And there's our train, and it says Elephant and Castle because that's what we just set it to. Sweet. Right, wait for a moment. So we will put our control key in, control key in. Control switch, it's very control switch on. We've got the road. Alright, we've reset that. Now we can go into forward. Play the horn. And off we go. It's one of our buddies. Hey, buddy. Alright. And off we go. Kenton next. So I knew it was a while ago, but I didn't think it was that long ago when they mentioned in the introduction this launched Train Sim World 2. We're now up to Train Sim World 5. That's right, because we had Train Sim World 2, Train Sim World 2020, 3, 4, and now 5. I forgot that it was Train Sim World 2. So a lot of people think that, a lot of people who don't know railways might think that London Underground is totally underground. But that's not the case, as we can clearly see here. it'll be interesting to see what other trains we can see. For instance, if you have a look at the last couple of episodes that we did, you can see London Underground trains when we're driving the Pendolino on the Class 350, but because this is from Train Sim Mod 2, you'll only be able to see 1972 stock, and depending on what option you pick, you may be able to see the 38 stock as well. South Kenton next. Tell you what, after driving the Class 350 and then the Pendolino and the Azuma, this is going back in time. These trains are still in use. I might have come in too hot. No, these brakes are good. And I'm slightly hot. Slightly hot. And there's no mod cons of alright, let's lock our doors. So that was our one bad stop, hopefully. North Wembley. There's a 66 class freighter. Wasn't expecting to see that. Cool, that's better. All right, lock the doors. Wembley Central next. Now, if I remember back to 2014, which was the last time I was in London, I think I went out to Wembley, and there might have been like I think it was One Direction had a concert on there in the afternoon, and I didn't know about it. And so once I found that out, I quickly left Wembley Central, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure it was Wembley. Station appreciation time. Let's lock our doors. Sandbridge Park next. 1 mile away. We're on a 40 now. Oh, there's a freighter over there. Yeah, we're going uphill. There's a siding over there. A tube train in it. Came into the platform slightly hot. Although we are pulling up nicely. And we just did it a bit too much at the end. Oh, didn't I unlock the doors? Halsden next. .8 of a mile. Over there, can't quite see what they are from here. They look like I held stop them. Unlock the doors. Then we can do station appreciation time. Willesden Junction. Willesden Junction was a station that I used regularly when I was staying in the north of London. The Bakerloo was one of the lines that I could use. Going uphill. I can hear a level crossing in my ear. There we go. Oh, that's a good screen cap. Alright, let's get in. We must be due out. We are. Kensal Green next. I can actually see some Moco Horde stock over there. I can remember seeing that the last time that I used this line. Ooh, HST cars. That's interesting. 2 power cars back to back. That should be a thing on Great Western Express. Get 2 HST cars back to back like that and just go for a trial trip somewhere. Kensal Green next. Yeah, this is good.
This is a safety announcement. It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard, or rollerblade within the station building.
But ice skates are okay, right? Queen's Park next. Alright. 0.6 of a mile. Oh, is this that one with us where you go around this? Where there's this? Oh, sidings are there. That's right. That's cool, except for that little... Alright, lock doors. Kilburn Park. Now we're starting to go into the underground section. So bye-bye sunlight. This is where people say, oh, it's too dark under here, you can't see where you're going. Well, hello, that's the point. Because you really can't see where you are and the headlight doesn't do much. Maida Vale next. How many times did I need to press that button then? Warwick Avenue next. Straight in for AP, I think. Warwick Avenue. It's a station that I don't really remember. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again in relation to earlier Train Sim Worlds. I just wish they'd not worry and spent time of, oh, you can repair CCTV cameras, restock newspapers, and put in line maps, because who's going to do that as a real driver? Nobody. Just want to get in, drive our trains, not go on treasure hunts. Paddington next. And in the early days, you really did need to introduce people to the concept of you can actually walk around and you can go from one platform to the other. So in the early days, I guess they really did need to do that, but not just because you can go on a treasure hunt. Now on Train Simulator Classic, you can also use the modern S-Dock on a different line. And I think also the 78 stock on the district line, that was a separate line that you could download. And now, of course, there's the London Overground that you can play on Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic. Probably too early on this version of Train Sim World to see the rebranding of London Overground in effect just yet. Alright, load passengers. Edgware Road next. So another train news for lines that I have played on Train Sim World Classic, the Peninsula Corridor, the San Francisco 20, I forgot. The San Francisco to San Jose line, Peninsula Corridor, as known as Peninsula Corridor on Train Sim World. That line has actually been electrified, and there are electric trains on it now, and by the time you're watching this, the full electric service will be in operation, and that's a line that I'd really like to see on Train Sim World, the electrified version of the Peninsula Corridor. Those trains on the Peninsula Corridor are huge because the American loading gauge is so different to the British and the Australian ones. See, it's expecting us to go ahead and repair those, which I'm going to. Let's open the doors. Because drivers don't repair CCTV monitors. I'll go next. It's wild how curvy these underground platforms are, and how 50 million people aren't killed a day. Well, no, exaggeration, but you'd never be able to build a line like this today under London. You compare this to the Elizabeth line. You can use Class 378 cars modded to Elizabeth line trains, and you could probably do the same for Class 710, which are very similar. Baker Street next. Although the interesting thing about the Elizabeth line, in the centre of London, the driver's not actually driving it. The train's driving itself. It's only in the sections outside London itself, where the driver actually drives it themselves. Baker Street. Only running a couple of minutes late, which is alright. Lock the doors. Regent's Park next. I would have loved to have been a driver on London Underground. See, this is the thing where I don't think that they should use numbers to describe Train Sim World. Like, this is from Train Sim World 2, and it's still good. Now, it's probably never going to have some of the features that Train Sim World 5 has, but this is still good. Just to grab a London Underground train and just drive it on the Bakerloo line, and it's awesome. Regent's Park. Alright. Oxford Circus. Speaking of train simulators, and I've been thinking about Japan a lot lately. A colleague from mine from the place of employment recently went to Japan, so jealous. The JR East simulator is an awesome simulator. It's photorealistic, and it's what JR East, the railway company, actually used to train their actual train drivers in actual Japan. And it is so awesome. If I had unlimited money, I would have brought all the DLC by now, but I don't. Oh, when did we get a 25? I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. I don't have platforms like this. Wow, Oxford Circus. It's a pretty shitty circus. It's a bit quite way apart from Maxwell too. Piccadilly Circus next. It's only 20 and we're starting to go downhill. I only know that because that's what the screen says. I need to keep reminding myself that it's 30 miles an hour and not 30 kilometers an hour. I was just thinking, it's been over 5 years since I've actually driven on my underground system, my underground section of my network. Oh no, I would have been a bit under that because there was a section where I was still driving on parts of it. But it's definitely 4 years. Definitely 4 years since I've driven on any of the underground sections. Alright. I had passengers. It was always fun driving on the underground sections. It's funny, you'd go in one section and it'd be nice and bright and sunny. You'd come out sometimes 15 minutes later and it was raining. It's like, where did all that rain come from? It was sunny when I went in, and that was only 15 minutes or so. Charing Cross next. There's a 20 board. Don't know how they expect you to see it. You'd think there'd be a standard speed, but there's obviously not. See, I brake. I powered when I should have braked. Embankment next. So we got Embankment, Waterloo, Lambeth North, and Elephant and Castle. So not long. On the next episode, what are we going to do? We're going to go probably further back in time. and I'm going to drive a diesel mechanical rail motor in England. One that I haven't driven yet. Oi, watch that luggage, lady. Unlock our doors. Does it expect me to go and repair all of them? We could play Train Station Renovation London Underground Edition, where we can just go ahead and renovate the stations. That'd be cool. When you go, oh, Embankment needs some new tiles. It needs to come out of the 60s. Waterloo next. Board just before the station, near this signal. See if we can see it. Actually see the 25 board. Nope. No! I had that under control and then I screwed up. The outdoors are still on. I just got too eager with the button. Lambeth North, and then I think after that is Elephant and Castle. Yes. Our penultimate stop coming up. Whoops, move the mouse. Elephant and Castle next stop, where this service will end. Elephant and Castle next. Load passengers, lock doors, Elephant and Castle. Let's go. Oh, there's some new London Underground trains testing, by the way, I think to replace the 73 stock, or the 72 stock. Interesting to see if they ever make it on a train sim world. Going too quick. And there's a 20 before the platform anyway, so let's not get too excited. On the next episode, we're going back further in time to drive a diesel rail motor. Diesel, I think it's a diesel mechanical. And then after that, we're going to head to the US and Germany to see other additions to Train Sim World 5. There's a 20 board, actually saw it that time. Alright, here we go, onto platform 4. Signal at stop at the end of the platform. Elephant and Castle, we have arrived. That will do us nicely. Load passengers, we have arrived. Just on 10 o'clock. Gold medal performance, 56 minutes to drive 14 miles. So on the next episode, we're not going to go anything modern like that. We are going to go back further in time and drive a diesel mechanical rail motor. Let's show you what I'll be getting into. If I can find it. Here we go, the Class 101, Northern Trans Pennine Class 101. Anywho, I've been Simulator Duck, you've been wonderful. Thanks for watching, ta-ta and farewell.